Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going deep on a topic that's crucial for pretty much everything we do. Feeling energized, aging well, even just thinking clearly.
That's right. It all comes down to these tiny powerhouses inside our cell.
You're talking about mitochondria, right?
Exactly, mitochondria. They're the energy factories that keep our bodies running. And for this deep dive, we're looking at excerpts from Mitochondrial Health, Combating Energy Decline and Aging. We'll uncover some pretty surprising insights along the way.
Like what? Give us a little teaser.
Well, we'll be talking about something called oxidative stress. It's basically like rust building up in your cells. And we'll also explore why taking care of your mitochondria is a lot like maintaining a car engine.
Okay, I'm intrigued already.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with the basics. For anyone who's new to the world of mitochondria, can you give us a quick breakdown of what they are and why they're so important?
Sure. Think of your cells like bustling cities, right? Well, mitochondria are the power plants. They're constantly generating the energy that keeps everything running.
And that energy comes in the form of ATP, if I remember correctly.
You got it. ATP is like the currency our cells use to get things done. From moving your muscles to thinking your thoughts, ATP powers it all.
So basically, when we're talking about feeling energized or feeling sluggish, we're really talking about how efficient our mitochondria are at producing this ATP.
Exactly. And just like any power plant, mitochondria need the right fuel and maintenance to function at their best. But here's the thing. As we age, things start to get a little rusty.
So this is where the aging energy slump comes in. We've all felt it, that gradual decline in energy as we get older. But it's not just about having fewer mitochondria, is it? It's also about them becoming less efficient.
Right. Think of it like a car engine.
Mm.
Over time, parts wear down and it doesn't run as smoothly. The same thing happens with mitochondria. They produce less ATP, and they also generate more exhaust in the form of reactive oxygen species, or ROS.
Okay, ROS. That sounds kind of ominous.
It can be. While some ROS are actually useful for cellular signaling, too much is like having rust building up in that engine. It causes damage and inflammation, and our bodies become less effective at cleaning it up as we age. To make matters worse, the DNA inside mitochondria is more vulnerable to damage than the DNA in the rest of the cell.
So we're dealing with a double whammy here. Less energy output and more damage from these ROS.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else contributing to this aging energy slump?
There is. Our cells, including those powerhouse mitochondria, have a lifespan. As we get older, cells enter a state called senescence, where they're basically retiring. They're not functioning at their peak, and they're not replicating as efficiently, which contributes to that overall feeling of slowing down. And to add to the challenge, we have declining NAD+ levels.
NAD+. That rings a bell, but remind me what that is and why it matters.
Think of NAD+ as a vital coenzyme, a helper molecule that's essential for many cellular processes, including energy production in the mitochondria. As we age, NAD+ levels naturally decline, which further hampers the efficiency of our cellular energy factories.
So it's like our mitochondria are running low on a crucial ingredient they need to function optimally.
Precisely. And low NAD+ levels are linked to a whole cascade of issues: fatigue, brain fog, even metabolic disorders.
Okay, so let's recap. We've got reduced ATP production, increased oxidative stress from those ROS, DNA damage, cellular senescence, and declining NAD+ levels, all contributing to that feeling of running out of steam. But here's the question. How does this cellular drama actually play out in our everyday lives?
Think about it. Feeling wiped out after a day that used to feel easy, taking longer to bounce back after exercise, that afternoon brain fog when you're struggling to focus. These aren't just signs of getting older. They're often signs of our mitochondria struggling to keep up.
So it's not just in our heads. There's a real biological basis for why that afternoon coffee just isn't cutting it anymore.
Exactly. But the good news is that while some decline is natural, we're not powerless. There's a lot we can do to support our mitochondria and reclaim that youthful energy.
Okay, I'm all ears. Let's talk about what we can do to give those little power plants the TLC they deserve.
So are you ready to dive into some strategies for boosting our mitochondrial health?
Absolutely. I'm all about taking action. So where do we begin?
Well, it's really about understanding what our mitochondria need to thrive. And what's so exciting is that there's not just one right way to support them. It's really about finding what works best for your individual goals and lifestyle.
That makes sense. It's like a personalized energy upgrade plan. So let's say someone is really focused on improving their athletic performance. What kind of strategies would give them the biggest mitochondrial boost?
Well, for athletes, it's all about maximizing energy output and efficiency. Imagine being able to tap into a deeper well of energy during those tough workouts. Or recovering faster so you can push harder next time. That's where optimizing mitochondrial function comes in.
So what are the key ingredients for building those superpowered mitochondria for athletes?
HIIT and resistance training are absolute game changers. These types of workouts are like boot camp for your mitochondria. They stimulate growth and increase their capacity to produce ATP, that essential cellular fuel.
It's like building a bigger, more powerful energy engine.
Exactly. But it's not just about brute force. Endurance training also plays a crucial role. Running, swimming, cycling, these activities challenge the body to use oxygen more efficiently, which is essential for converting food into usable energy.
So it's a combination of building those powerhouse mitochondria and training them to use fuel more effectively.
You got it. And of course, we can't forget about diet. Athletes need to fuel those mitochondria with the right nutrients.
So what's on the menu for athletes looking to optimize their mitochondrial health?
Healthy fats are essential. Remember, mitochondria thrive on fats, especially omega-3 fatty acids found in foods like fatty fish, flax seeds, and walnuts. These fats are like premium fuel for those cellular power plants.
Interesting. So it's not just about loading up on carbs for energy. Fat plays a crucial role too.
Absolutely. And don't underestimate the power of antioxidants. Intense exercise can create oxidative stress, those pesky ROS we talked about. Antioxidants act like a shield, protecting mitochondria from damage. So load up on those colorful fruits and vegetables.
It's like giving our mitochondria a protective suit of armor.
Exactly. And for athletes, timing is everything. We've talked about intermittent fasting as a way to boost mitochondrial health. But for those who are training hard, it's crucial to get the timing right.
So working with a sports nutritionist to personalize a fast plan could be really helpful.
Absolutely. You want to make sure you're supporting your body's energy needs while also reaping the benefits of fasting. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about cognitive function. Imagine being able to think more clearly, focus better, and even enhance your memory.
Who wouldn't want that? So how do our mitochondria factor into brain power?
The brain is incredibly energy hungry. It's constantly firing signals and processing information, which requires a steady supply of ATP from those hardworking mitochondria.
Makes sense. So how do we give our brain cells the mitochondrial boost they need to perform at their best?
Remember that NAD plus we talked about earlier? Well, it plays a vital role in brain health, and declining NAD plus levels are strongly linked to cognitive decline. So one of the most powerful things we can do is focus on boosting NAD plus production.
And how do we do that? Are there specific foods or supplements that can help?
Supplementing with NAD plus precursors like NR or NMN can be very effective. These compounds give our cells the raw materials they need to create more NAD plus RAN. It's like giving our brains a direct energy boost.
So it's like giving our brains a shot of espresso.
Exactly. And what's fascinating is that certain lifestyle factors can influence NAD plus levels as well.
Really? Like what?
Exercise is a big one. Studies have shown that regular physical activity can actually increase NAD plus levels in the brain. So that feeling of mental clarity and focus after a good workout, that's partly your mitochondria thanking you for the NAD plus boost.
So it's not just our muscles that benefit from exercise. Our brains get a workout too. What about diet? Are there any brain-boosting foods that can support our mitochondria?
Absolutely. Omega-3 fatty acids are crucial for brain health. They're essential components of brain cell membranes and play a key role in how brain cells communicate with each other. So load up on those fatty fish, walnuts, and flax seeds.
It's like giving our brains a dose of high-octane fuel. What about antioxidants? Do they play a role in brain health too?
Absolutely. The brain is particularly vulnerable to oxidative damage, so antioxidants are essential for protecting those delicate brain cells. Berries, especially blueberries, are packed with antioxidants and have been linked to improved cognitive function.
So it's time to stock up on blueberries. What about other brain-boosting foods? Any recommendations?
Turmeric is a powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant. Its active compound curcumin has been shown to have neuroprotective effects.
Okay. Turmeric is officially on the menu. Anything else?
Green tea is another great option. It's rich in polyphenols, which have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties and have been linked to improved cognitive function.
Wow. So many delicious and brain-boosting foods.
There really are. And it's not just about adding certain foods, it's also about reducing or eliminating those that can harm brain health.
Right, like those processed foods and sugary drinks.
Exactly. Those types of foods can contribute to inflammation and oxidative stress, which are detrimental to brain function.
So ditch the junk and nourish our brains with nutrient-rich foods. Got it.
And let's not forget about the importance of mental stimulation. Challenging our brains with new activities, learning new skills, and engaging in social interaction can all help to keep our cognitive function sharp.
So it's like a workout for our brains.
Exactly. Keeping our minds active and engaged is crucial for maintaining cognitive vitality. And of course, we can't forget about the importance of sleep.
Right. Sleep is essential for so many aspects of our health.
Mm.
How does it tie into mitochondrial function?
Sleep is like a nightly reset for our brains. It's when our brains clear out waste products and consolidate memories. And when it comes to mitochondria, sleep is crucial for allowing them to repair and recharge.
So a good night's sleep is like giving our mitochondria a spa treatment.
Exactly. It allows them to detoxify, regenerate, and prepare for another day of powering our bodies and minds.
This is also fascinating. It's incredible to think that we have so much power to influence our mitochondrial health and by extension, our physical and cognitive performance.
It truly is. And what's so exciting is that we're only just beginning to understand the full potential of mitochondria in health and aging. There's so much more to learn and explore.
I can't wait to see what the future holds for mitochondrial research. It feels like we're on the verge of some major breakthroughs.
Absolutely. And in the meantime, we can continue to apply what we already know to make informed choices that support our mitochondrial health and well-being.
Well said. So, dear listener, as you continue to ponder that question of what aspect of your health or energy you would most like to improve, I want to leave you with one final thought.
Intrigued. Tell us more.
Imagine a future where we can not only support our existing mitochondria, but also enhance their function and even potentially create new ones.
That's a powerful vision. And it's not as far-fetched as it might sound. The field of mitochondrial medicine is rapidly advancing, and with each new discovery, we're getting closer to that reality.
I can't wait to see what the future holds. But for now, let's continue to focus on the things we can do today to nourish and protect those amazing energy factories within us.
Absolutely. Every step we take towards a healthier lifestyle is a step towards optimizing our mitochondrial health and unlocking our full potential.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time for the final part of our deep dive into the fascinating world of mitochondria. And this time we're tuning our attention to you, our amazing listeners.
That's right. We've received a ton of insightful questions, and we're excited to dive into those and explore how this knowledge can empower you to take charge of your health.
So let's jump right in. One question that keeps coming up is the connection between mitochondria and lifespan. Is there really a link between how healthy our mitochondria are and how long we live?
Well, it's the million-dollar question, isn't it? We can't promise a fountain of youth, but here's what we know. As we age, mitochondrial function naturally declines. And this decline is linked to many of the chronic diseases we associate with aging.
Like heart disease, Alzheimer's, even some types of cancer.
Exactly. It's like those little cellular power plants start to sputter, and that has a ripple effect throughout our entire system.
So by supporting our mitochondria through lifestyle choices, we're essentially investing in the long-term health of our cells, which should have a significant impact on our lifespan and health span, the number of years we live well.
Absolutely. Quality of life is just as important as quantity, right?
Right. Now, another question we've heard a lot is about the role of genetics in mitochondrial health. Do our genes determine how well our mitochondria function? Or can we override our DNA with lifestyle choices?
This is where it gets really interesting. Our genes definitely play a role. Some people inherit genes that give them a mitochondrial head start, while others might be predisposed to certain challenges. But here's the empowering part. Genes are not destiny.
Wait, so even if we're not genetically blessed with superpowered mitochondria, we can still upgrade them through things like diet and exercise?
Absolutely. Think of it this way. Your genes provide the blueprint, but your lifestyle choices determine how that blueprint is expressed. This is the exciting field of epigenetics, how our environment and behaviors can actually switch genes on or off, influencing how our bodies function at the cellular level.
Wow, that's powerful. It means we have more control over our health than we might realize. Now, one question I've been pondering is about the potential downsides of boosting mitochondrial function. Are there any risks associated with having too many or overly active mitochondria?
That's a great question, and it highlights the importance of balance. In general, having robust mitochondrial function is a good thing, but there can be instances where excessive mitochondrial activity might be problematic, particularly in certain disease states.
So it's like anything else in health. Too much of a good thing can sometimes backfire.
Precisely. It's always wise to work with a healthcare professional who can help you personalize your approach and ensure you're not overdoing it.
Solid advice. Now let's talk about the future. What's on the horizon for mitochondrial medicine, Are there any breakthroughs that could revolutionize how we approach health and aging?
This is where I get really excited. The field is exploding with research, and we're seeing incredible progress in developing therapies that directly target mitochondria. Imagine a future where we could repair damaged mitochondrial DNA or even create new mitochondria.
It sounds like science fiction, but it's actually happening.
It is. Researchers are exploring gene therapies, targeted drug therapies, and even lifestyle interventions that could have a profound impact on mitochondrial health, and by extension, our overall health and lifespan.
Wow. It feels like we're on the verge of a major paradigm shift in how we approach health and aging.
Absolutely. And while those cutting edge therapies are still in development, there's so much we can do right now to support our mitochondria through lifestyle choices.
That's the key takeaway, isn't it? We have the
Mhm.
power to influence the health of our cells and ultimately the health of our entire being.
Exactly. Every step we take towards a healthier lifestyle, whether it's choosing nutrient-rich foods, moving our bodies regularly, managing stress effectively, or getting enough sleep, is a step towards optimizing our mitochondrial health and unlocking our full potential.
It's been an incredible journey exploring the world of mitochondria with you all. And as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with one final thought. Remember, taking care of those tiny powerhouses inside your cells is one of the most powerful things you can do for your overall health and longevity. So keep learning, keep experimenting, and keep those mitochondria humming. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.